Hello and welcome everyone to Diablo 2 Resurrected with the Psuedo boy. The corpse explosion necro does pretty well for the most part with it. We still have some mana issues, but we're slowly getting past those as we get better gear and everything. You know, 34 to mana definitely helps. And once we hit level, I believe it's 27, we can grab one of these guys somewhere in here. Wow, my stash is emptying slowly. Aha. Yes. 27. Okay. So that means we need 4 more levels. I believe we ended the last time with taking out Radamant, and we did indeed. But we're going to, as always, take it on Dariel real quick. I say as there is actually the potential for crashes, but minor detail. So I believe we have Corpse Explosion maxed out now. No, it's getting there. As long as things actually die close, yeah, and a lot of things die at once, and we get our mana back. Otherwise, we have issues. Oh, look at that! We found some Bloodfist. 40 to life. He's got some ethereal ones. We'll let him keep those.
I need mana.
One of those should give us enough mana, and then hopefully with the explosions. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Baconi. Literally 5 minutes earlier, and I would have stayed on PC to watch. Well, I appreciate you being here, man. I was trying to decide what I wanted to play today for round 2, and Diablo 2 was the answer. So tomorrow morning we'll have Clair Obscura 33. It's hard to believe it's already Friday, but you know, that's what it is. And then I don't know what we're gonna do for our second stream yet. We may actually start Dragon Quest Heroes 2 at that point. Assuming it stays working. Yeah, minor detail there. It's been a bit of a nightmare getting that working properly. Extra strong, extra dead. Oh, no. Nope. I definitely enjoyed Ori earlier. It's been a while since I played it. It's just a very cute, wholesome game with a lot of very not wholesome things that happen to creatures, sadly. At times. It's fine. Just don't think about it too much. I mean, you're essentially saving the forest from death and decay in the game. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Got an offer from Home Depot, 18 months no interest on purchases over $500, so I may actually buy all this stuff to build my shed soon. Get that up and going, because I'd love to have that done like sometime soon. Be real nice, actually. So if I can just finance that over the next, year and a half, $40 a month or whatever. So I want to say it's going to cost me somewhere to the tune of like $1,500 when all is said and done. Not terrible. Yeah, that's $100 a month. That's not bad.
Not enough mana.
I would really like for you to have enough mana as I open the door to Death and Dismemberment. Thanks. boots. We'll grab those. Okay, let's see if we can work our way up to Indarial. Alright, you come on. Come over here, sweetheart. We will corpse explode next to you. Or he'll just, you know, go ham and take her out. That's also an option.
Good day.
Grab some more stuff for the coop today to slowly work on getting that closer to being done. Let the chicks have a little bit of outside time. I'm sure they appreciated that greatly. They enjoy their outside time. They don't get to have too much of it right now because, well, the coop's not done, so I have to, you know, be out there with them in their little mini coop that I do not trust for even a tenth of a second.
Good day.
So crazy. I found your stream wants to recommend. I watched all your streams every day since. Good recommendation. I definitely appreciate that. Like I'm always curious, like what the criteria is for YouTube to do a recommendation, because sometimes it will recommend me to a lot of people. Other times it's like, no one needs to know you exist, and that's fine. But like, what was it that made it go, we think you would enjoy this? Like, I wish I could get that level of granular detail from YouTube, but that's never going to happen. Like, we recommended this to people who watched random thing X, you know. Not sure, but I don't get streams recommended to me much at all. Interesting. I couldn't think of it. I don't think I've ever actually seen a stream get recommended to me. Never really thought about that. Been getting recommended a lot of Silksong videos. Does that count? Yeah, like a lot of times I'll click on a stream and go, nope. I mean, typically when I click on a stream, it's on Twitch more so anyway. And even then, it's still pretty rare. Because sadly, a lot of the people, like, I click on them, I just go, yeah, that's not someone I'm interested in. Or like, it's a lot of, so many people nowadays are just VTubers. I don't like the VTuber stuff. I never have. It just seems so inauthentic to me at times. I wonder what that ring is. Another Nagel ring. Like, I tolerate one dude that I watch. I tolerate him being a VTuber because when I started watching him, he was not a VTuber. And now he is, and it, for the most part, I can just tune it out. But every so often, he'll do like a different model with his VTuber that just looks creepy. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe it. Exactly, and like, through his whole career, you know, I've been watching this dude for, God, almost 10 years now. So I mean, I'm not gonna stop. I do like his content. Oh, another gold dagger. I don't need to grab that. We already have one. But like, he's never had a camera. I have no idea what this dude looks like. And you know what? That's fine, because I'm watching him for the gameplay and his commentary. God, so many of those. And you know, like, most of those are dudes. Like, most of those are not women. It's dudes with the voice changer. And like, that's... Like, I can appreciate, you know, an attractive model for a character. Like, yeah, cool. All for that. You know, I enjoy looking at things I enjoy. But I'm not going to sit there and, like, goon over it. Like, I've never understood that. But, like, Even women have a voice changer with, yeah, to be higher pitched and sound cutesy or whatever. I don't like that. Just be yourself, man. Either people like you or they don't. If they don't, you know, not that big of a deal. Like, the question is, why do they not like you? Do they not like you for how you look? Well, screw those people. Do they not like you because you're an asshole? Okay, that's a you thing. You should probably change that. Yeah, when I say, like, just be you, there's an asterisk on that, and that asterisk is, don't be a dick. Beyond that, cool. Like, my whole thing is I want to build a wholesome community of people that enjoy video games. Or just enjoy life. Not maybe not necessarily video games, but like if something happens and someone needs support or help, like having community that helps them. That's what I would love to do that, but I'm not definitely nowhere close to being capable of doing that. Which is fine, you know, maybe one day as, you know, time goes on, I'll get that large, but I don't bet on it. Like, something I think would be awesome, but I know could never be done because it would just get abused, sadly, because people tend to suck, is like, you have a community where if someone needs, like, say, financial help, everyone crowdfunds and helps that person out. The reason I say it can't be done is, you know full well someone's going to abuse you. Like, oh, I have this situation that doesn't actually exist, and let me tug on the heartstrings of everyone. And then you have to create rules around it, and it just ruins it for everyone. But I would love to be able to do that. But it's just not doable. I went the wrong way. Usually it's to the left. This time it's to the right. Right? No, like, I went and helped someone once that, I mean, he didn't, oh, awesome. Actually, I think I met him through a mod that he did, and he lives a few hours south of me, and I went and helped him with his house one time. Because he, unfortunately, didn't have the means to take care of himself, and his health didn't allow for him to, so I drove down there and helped him. Like, I'd love to be able to do stuff like that. It's just not something that's really feasible or doable most of the time. And he was just a genuinely, like, awesome dude. You know, he was creating something out of a passion project for things he loved, and he didn't do it for the money, but he definitely needed money for it because a lot of it was like creating 16-bit models that, you know, he's not an artist. He's not a graphic artist or a sprite artist, so outside of his realm of expertise, so he had to hire people for it, so he would ask for donations to be able to pay them. And he was transparent with all the funds that came through, like, this is where it went. This is what it was for. Here's the receipts. And I donated a hefty chunk to him to, you know, get the project underway a little bit more. But personally, I would love to be able to do that kind of stuff. It's just not really doable. Alright, let's see. Anytime I see, like, people who have these massive communities, anytime you go into them, I've never once joined a large community and it's been a good experience, which is sad. Like, there have been people that have gotten very quickly banned from my Discord server because they were a dick to someone. Like, nope, either you rectify it or you're gone. And when they stood by, like, no, I'm not going to apologize. All right, banned. Don't care. Don't play that game. Like, there's no excuse for it. Like, if someone's a jerk to you and you're a jerk back, yeah, totally get that. But just being a jerk for no reason? Nah. Like, I would love to have a large community, but I want to get to the point where I could hire mods. You know, obviously, people who genuinely care, not just like random mods. But get to the point where I could hire mods to manage a large community and be able to make sure it stays a wholesome, positive environment, you know? But that's, I don't have that kind of money. Like, I mean, I showed you my analytics. You see what I make. We don't make the hire mods kind of money. Yeah, like, you know, and sometimes people have a bad day, and that's understandable. Okay, you have a bad day, you know, apologize. Like, I would never want it to be like an instant ban because you were kind of a jerk to someone at some point. Like, maybe open a discourse, like, hey, what's going on, man? Especially if it's someone that's like normally friendly and nice, like all of a sudden just being a jerk, like, hey, everything okay? What's going on? You know, anything we can help with? That type of thing. Okay, this is working far better than I anticipated in here.
Not enough mana.
Oh no. Until that happens. Like, I look at some of the views that people have, and they're making ridiculous amounts of money. And it's baffling to me. I wouldn't even know what to do with all that. I mean, you don't need to hire mods. Just pick some people if you need help with moderating and ask if they would like to help. I mean, that's how it's been so far. You know, people who are, you know, active in chat or active in Discord, they typically get mods. People that I can tell are good, wholesome people. Those are the ones that will get promotion to mods, typically. On the YouTube, like, comically enough, on the YouTube side of things, there's so little. I don't typically need mods on YouTube. Now on Twitch, every time I stream on Twitch, there's a bot. Kick, I only get bots on Kick. I don't get real people. I think once I've had a real human on Kick. Once. And like, I don't, the worst part is I don't need mods for people. I just need it for bots. Now, back when I used to play Genshin a lot, that one I did actually need a mod for banning people, because Genshin Impact has some characters that are child-esque, we'll say. They are children. Not even child-esque. They are children. And people come in and say things, and I don't even, you don't even get a warning. You're just gone. Just instant ban on that. That is not something I tolerate, even in the slightest. Even if you're joking, gone.
It's locked.
Yep. And I don't understand why it's such an issue. Like, I would love to change it to maybe like subscriber only chat, but I don't know. Because a lot of bots will subscribe to you, so even then, like, it doesn't solve the issue. As sad as that is, like, I would like to have like a verified only chat. I think would be ideal, but they don't offer that, so. Why am I not getting as much mana back for this? Or just not a lot of things dying?
Not enough mana.
If I ever got to the point where it was, you know, like I was large enough to be able to pay for mods, I would totally do so. Because like, if you're going to dedicate your time to making my dream a reality, I would like to share with you that dream. Does that make sense? Like, is that a weird thing? Oh yeah, forgot to look at vinyl. Home Depot. Crap. Well, I'll just have to look on the website later. There we go. You can turn on phone. Can you? I didn't realize that was a thing. I learned something new. I may end up doing that. Yeah, see, that's the downside. Like, I don't. Well, actually, yes, my number is verified on Twitch because I'm a streamer. But, yeah, like a lot of people don't give their number to Twitch. That's fair. I don't fault them there. Another thing that I would love to do would be to hire like a dedicated artist for thumbnails, but I do very simple thumbnails. I literally just like, ooh, ow. I'd like to have artwork that is not just the official artwork from the game. Usually I just grab the title cover of the game for my art, for my thumbnail, and then put my stuff over it, because I don't want to risk potentially using copyrighted work. Yeah, MFA is the main reason, but mine goes through Google Authenticator now, after resetting it. So I think the issue I was having that day was it was tied to my phone number previously, and when I switched over to Google Fi, and I think Twitch has an issue with Google Fi sending the info for it, so, which would make sense. I just kept doing a loop. After resetting everything, it worked.
Not enough mana.
Okay. Corpse explosion. So convenient.
I need mana.
How are you still alive? Because you are a champion. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of 100X characters to do. Gotta find some other weird thing to do to draw people in. Get accused of clickbaiting, even though that's never my intention. Like, I try to be honest with what I say I'm doing, you know. Like when I was playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I was playing it as, you know, with a cheat on to give me unlimited PP. I was very upfront about that, because I would not have been able to make it through that game otherwise. Patience-wise, like, I just wanted to enjoy the story of the game. That was the goal there.
I need mana.
Like, I really don't need to be using Corpse Explosion, but do I have zero? I'm like, man, these things are doing a lot of damage to me. Do I have no lightning resistance? Literally none. Literally zero. Oh. Checks out.
I need mana.
Well, that could give me lightning res right now. Let's see what the limit is on my Home Depot credit card. I think it's 5,000, 6,000. May try to bundle in a couple of projects together. Oh, we're level 25? Is that why we're getting, like, no experience now? Great. should probably try to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I mean, I know what I want for dinner, but we don't eat that as often as I would like to. Like, a funny thing that I would probably do if I just had unlimited money would be to keep, like, a supply of Panda Express orange chicken in my fridge at all times. Absolutely love it. Panda Express. Orange chicken. Specifically. Alright, we're gonna not go in there because it's super dangerous. However, it gets very pricey if you were to, like, keep a constant supply in there. But it'd be so tasty. Honestly, I don't need those. No. 100% mana stolen per hit. Damn. What do I have right now? Oh, Angelics. We'll stick with the Angelics for now. Sure, you can say. Let's see, anything that would be good to use. Oh my god, that still hurts so much. Oh. So I said earlier that I got bit or stung by a wasp on my bicep when I was working earlier, and it got so angry so quickly. I had to stop working. It annoyed the hell out of me. It's like I'm trying to finish up the coops, that way it's done, you know, and it just keeps hurting, keeps causing issues. Yeah. I could probably put the chance cards on. Wouldn't be terrible. A few levels for that. Bundle skills, replenish life 10. I think I'm going to go with the Scan the Viper Magi when I can. Triangles wouldn't be bad at 54. Minor detail there. Alright, well, we've got some decent stuff coming up for Sunfest run. Let's go with... Of course. Of course. There, now we have 65. Don't do that to me. Alright, let's see if we can find the Lost City. The Lost City? Where is it? Oh no, I lost it. It was on the map somewhere. Now it's gone forever. And we're poisoned. Hey, we now have 18 lightning resist. Better than 0. Not by much. When I found a smaller stream to stream a couple years ago, I was withdrawing all streams from that point on. Nice. Do you mind if I ask who it is? Might be someone worth checking out. And that may seem like a weird question, like to ask permission to ask who it is, but like some people are really defensive over that. So it was Vulcan Plays. I have to try to remember to do a goggling of that. Does he still stream? Because he said was, so. No. See, I can't really think of a reason why I would stop streaming, short of my internet just going out. Woke up this morning, I was getting 1.16 megabits per second up. That's why we had a late stream. Just couldn't stream. Make videos? Oh man. Oh. Hopefully he's still doing well. And just moved on to greener pastures that are not on the internet. Remember, there was one dude that used to make videos, and he recently stepped away, you know, for family reasons and all that. And he had millions of subscribers. I don't remember who it was. It wasn't something that I watched. And when he did his goodbye video, like people were just so upset. Like, I understand, because you know, you kind of build this relationship with you know, streamers and content creators, and you know, like on the stream side, at least it can actually be kind of like a friendship type thing. On the content creator side, it's more parasocial, but you know, do with it as you will. And so when that person that you've been watching for 10, 15 years steps away, it's a little heartbreaking. Check him out. Remember his question before? Oh, well, I hope he gets better, man. It's always sad to hear. We all get hit by it every now and then. It's good when you have a group of people that will be there to help you get through it. Honestly, like, I've used streaming to kind of help me get out of ruts every now and then. It's comically rare that I have people to chat with while I stream, but just enjoying video games and, you know, people also enjoying them. Maybe not actively talking, but just enjoying them as well. It feels good. I actually got a comment, it was a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago at this point. I have no concept of time anymore. And it made me laugh because, in my opinion, or the way I look at it as a streamer, it's a next level of success. I got the comment of, I use your videos to go to sleep at night. And you know what? Something about that, like, I just like that. Or, like, not to say, like, I mean, it could be, I guess, a backhand answer, like, look, dude, you're so boring, you put me to sleep. Could be that. I hope it's not. I don't take it that way. I take it as like, hey, you have a relaxing voice, you know. I've had people say that I should do voice acting. I would love to, but it's not exactly easy to get into. Sadly. Also, I only have one voice that I do. I'm not good at all the others. Like, the people that have the range to do, you know, a crazy amount of characters and voices is insane to me. I wish I had that skill. I don't.
I need mana.
Nope, nope, nope. Don't run out of mana. It's kind of like Keith Silverstein. You always know when it's Keith Silverstein because he only has one character that one voice that he does. And it's always the same. I didn't even pick that up yet, but that's fine. He has a very, very notable voice, you know. But I like his voice. Wish I had that voice, you know.
Not enough mana.
Well, maybe you should have more mana. I would like it if you did.
Not enough mana.
Oh, level 26. Oh no, we're maxed out. Crap. I'm sure yours is just fine. Obviously, I've never heard it, but it can't be that bad. Believe it or not, growing up, I had a massive speech impediment. I couldn't say my R's or my S's. Also, funnily enough, I was like that super shy kid that never talked to anyone. Which is a little surprising that I can just put myself on the internet and not care. I'm sure it's not that bad. It may be relaxing to some people. You never know. It's also, so, you know, this is my normal voice. Since I've been streaming more often, it's gotten to the point where I can do my deeper voice for longer. But like if I try to maintain the narrator voice I use whenever I read things, I won't be able to talk because it just fries the vocal cords after a while. I would love to have my narrator voice at all times. It's just, oh, it's hard. Like I can do it for probably about an hour now before it's just not doable. But funnily enough, yeah, I used to work in call centers. So whenever like I'd have to do quality assurance calls, you know, to listen and hear my own voice, I hated it. But now after many years of doing this, editing voiceovers, I've just gotten accustomed to it, to where it doesn't bother me anymore. But I used to hate how I sounded. Nope, that's just dead end. Damn it. I mean, not everyone can. There's like there are different ways to adjust your voice and how it sounds. That all just takes training. Like one thing that a lot of people struggle with is the ability to talk from their diaphragm instead of from their nasal cavity. So like, let's see if I can pull this off. It's so rare that I talk nasally anymore. So your typical nasally voice, it'll have a little bit more of a higher inflection in it if you're talking from the nose. Oh, that's really hard for me to do now. Oh my god. Like, in order for me to do a nasal voice now, I have to not breathe very hard. Whereas when you go to talk from the diaphragm, you actually suck in and pull it into the diaphragm, and it allows for a bit of a deeper voice when you do it, and it allows for a more directed conversation. So you're able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily enunciate, but able to project your voice a bit more, and it works out. Then you have your more relaxed voice when you do it, where you're not projecting as much. It's more of a gravelly, staying with almost what's it called? Not muttering, but essentially muttering. There's another word for it, where you're not really speaking very loudly. You're not projecting. You're just letting your voice carry into the microphone, and it takes a lot less stress on your vocal cords because you're not using your diaphragm as much. The caveat being you have to be right up on the microphone and pretty much have it in your mouth for it to work appropriately. You'd probably be surprised. People would probably like it. I would like to do voice lessons, and learn how to sing, because I sound like a dying cat when I'm singing, and it's terrible. I have very little vocal range.
Not enough mana.
You know, I still sing. It just sounds terrible. But if I were to sing, I would probably be either an alto or a tenor. I can't quite get as deep into a bass as I would like. But I can get pretty low, and that's usually what I opt for when I sing. But if I could effectively sing, I would love to do a few songs and sing them in more of a tenor or bass, because I think they would sound great compared to the higher pitched like way that they're originally sung. Oh, all those are gone. Monster Shine. It's a good thing these things have a ton of HP. I swear this does a lot of damage. How are you still alive? No, that was a dead end. Ow, my god, the bicep. So much pain. Like a good example of a song that sounds better, in my opinion, with a lower voice. Are you familiar with Portal and Gladys? No, I've messed up. Please don't kill me. I think the song So Live sounds better as A, not a female voice, and B, a little lower. So Jonathan Coulton did a rendition of it where he still sings at a higher octave than what I would like to hear it at, but I personally think it sounds better than the original Gladys version. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Yeah, that song. Still alive. Aperture Science. Yeah, maybe I should do Portal 1 and 2 on stream one of these days. It's been a long time since I've been Portal. And I've never played Portal 2. But I want to. And that would give me an excuse to do so. Okay, wow. No, we're running out. Yeah, get rid of all of you. Snakes. I hate snakes. That's actually not true. I like snakes. Some of them are really cute, but some of them are kind of jerks. That worked well. How are you not dead? Well, that's going to be the follow-up question of what is your native language? It's even worse since I speak English to most of my friends. Yeah. It could always be worse. Ow. Polish. Interesting.
Not enough mana.
I don't think I've ever met anyone that speaks Polish. Wait, no, I have. I have, that's a lie. It's very rare, especially over here in the States. I don't have too many people from Poland in my chat, so that's always kind of neat. From my understanding, it is not an easy language for native English speakers to learn. So the main language I want to learn is Russian, which is a very weird thing, but at one point I was engaged to a Russian girl, so I was learning the language. And I don't know. It's kind of one of those weird things that no one expects you to know.
What a pity.
So I kind of want to finish that one off. Also, it's a bad accent when we speak English. In other words, we sound terrible when we try to speak your language. Yeah, that's fair. And the worst part is, like, most Americans, we're terrible about it. We bastardize so many languages whenever we try to speak them. We give them weird dialects. I don't know why we do it. Ew. Like, half the time whenever an American like speaks another language, they just offend that native country. Like, yeah, no, you, not only did you butcher that, you offended my people too. Way to go. Like, damn it.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy.
Sure was. We just exploded a bunch of corpses around her. Very easy. Oh, also, is the game like super loud? I didn't think to check that because, it shouldn't be that bad. I turned it up a good bit for Ori and the Blind Forest because it's a very quiet game. That game sounds fun. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so I ended up having to restart my computer last night, and whenever I do that, it breaks everything, actually. That's why when I went to start streaming this morning, I was muted, because I didn't have audio passing through to the streaming laptop, so no audio. Fortunately, I figured out how to fix it quickly and easily. The first time it happened, I had no idea what the hell happened, and it took me like 5 minutes to figure it out. And then I forgot for the next time, because, you know, I'm smart. But now I know. Learning how to do the 2 PC setup was an experience. It took me a little bit to figure it out, get it done properly, but honestly, I really like it. It works well. It works so much better than when I was just streaming regularly. Should have done it much earlier in my streaming career. Like, I assume all the big streamers have a multi-PC setup. There's no way they don't. It's like, my PC's pretty beefy. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some decent specs. And it can handle even Liza P and, okay, please die. And streaming. Alright. But the guess is in first, second, third, or fourth way. I'm gonna always say fourth way because that's my luck.
I wish I had time to study this bizarre dimension.
Oh, we have graders already? Damn, okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be terrible. Please stop hitting me. Thanks. Ooh, that worked well. Oh, that is a lot of creatures I don't want near me. Yeah, even on Players 1, we're still at level 26. So you don't have to be at Players 8 to get crazy high levels in Act 1. Or in normal Act 1. I can't words. Sometimes they're difficult, that's all I'm saying. And mumbling was the word that I was trying to come up with earlier that I could not just figure out for the life of me. There we go. Perfect. How did you survive that? Give me corpses. Alright, well. Corpses are not happening quick enough, so I will step in to help. Not a fan of that. Oh, route room. Nice. let's start burning through some of these that we've got in the inventory because we won't need those.
Not enough mana.
Another route room. Damn. Okay. Just keep that up. I'm all for this. Let's start swapping over to graders for everything. Because I feel like I'm going to need more mana potions when I go to Duriel. Do I still have twos? Oh, I need to fix that. That's going to be an issue. Especially when I get to Duriel. What button did I hit to hide my mercenary? I'm so confused. No, not page up. It wasn't first way, I can tell you that. Options. Controls. Show portrait Z. Huh, okay. Didn't like that. May not care too much about single Wahid, but I like to know how much health he has. Alright, second way. Do we get lucky? Probably not. Gore Crawler the Jagged. Slowly make our way up through here. Exploding all the corpses. I'm gonna do me exploding. Here I go. Exploding corpses again.
I need mana.
Well, good news. You have mana. Oh, that's a lot of flyers. Whole lot more than I want to deal with. All right, Stormcrow. No, get back over here. I did not permit you to not die from that. Sometimes I feel like there's a weird delay on corpse explosion. I like when they all just crowd around one area, and then one corpse drops, and they just all die. You go sleep, have fun with the stream. I appreciate you being here, man. You have a wonderful night. Sleep well.
I need mana.
Just like that. Okay, that was weird. Wasn't a fan of how that just happened. Here, you don't need to exist. There we go. Problem solved. Hey, look. Mana Shine. We'll take that. No, it wasn't second way. Surprise. Oh, wait. Wait. Actually, I lied. It was. Look at that. We didn't have to spend our whole day here. Yeah, we're going to die if I stay right here, though. So I need to move. All right, he's dead.
He was not a partisan. He was a deluded fool who got too close to truth. Seeker.
Oh, it actually opened up next to me. All right, so circle. So someone said this points to where they are, but maybe circle means like over here then, since it's pointing. Oh god, that's a lot behind me. Let's see.
I need mana. I need mana.
Well, good news. There's a wall there. You have mana now. Makes them explode. Yeah. Okay. Well, they were correct. Never realized that. Should I put more into Bone Spear? Probably, because I'm about to fight Duriel. I could do summoning. I could get a golem. I don't really know what would be a ideal build for Corpse Explosion. Okay, not a fan of how that just happened. I have pretty decent fire res too. That's fine. We work with it. This character is very frail. It's interesting the way that it works too. Ooh, that hurts. Let's not do that. Thanks.
I need mana.
I'll have to look at that in a moment because I'm getting hit by things. I'm not a fan of it.
Not enough mana.
Okay. The hell is doing so much damage? Okay. We're gonna go heal.
I need mana.
$67 HP, huh? Yeah, poison. What's my poison resist? 48. I don't have good resistances anywhere. God.
Yes.
So glad I picked that up. Okay, let's see if we can, oh, were you the one causing so much mayhem against me? You, Griff Thorn the Quick, doing all that damage? Yep, that's bad. Get out of there. Jeez. See, if you're not careful and you open the door, like, you take a lot of damage. A distinct lack of healing potions, which is concerning. Kind of want more of those. Would like more of those, for sure. Yeah, those unravelers, they hurt me a lot. Okay, here we go. Yep, don't want to be in that room. Thank you. Doesn't help them exploding like skeleton corpses. They don't have a whole lot of health, so they're not doing a whole lot of damage. I mean, it's working well. I just constantly run into the issue with lack of mana. Ow. Refill on the well.
Not enough mana.
Nope, the last thing I want to do is walk in that room, actually. Thanks. Slowly make your way over to all of you.
I need mana.
Oh, I'm level 27. Oh, I'm kind of put the insight on myself. So, as of, how many have you broken because of this game? How many what? I've not broken anything. Nothing that I can recall, at least. Nice. Thankfully none, so we're... That is actually very surprising given what this game is. I'm using a Logitech G903, and I replaced the buttons on it, the clickers, because they go out fairly quickly after like 10,000 clicks. So I upgraded them, and now they're the switches, I guess what you'd call them. And now it does perfectly fine. But yeah, it is a thing that happens, especially with a game like this.
Not enough mana.
How close is he to 27? Halfway. So it'd be nice if I could get him on an insight before Duriel, but no guarantees on that.
Not enough mana.
And then we won't have to worry about mana issues after that. Tier rune? How did you go through the door? It was not open, sir. Alright. Yeah, I don't like what I just did. I don't really want to get too close to the Unravelers. They are terrible. Ow.
I need mana.
Good news. You have mana. Are you super poisoned? I hope you're not. He was... Nope. We go back. We do not do things without him right now.
Greetings.
Good evening.
Never actually sat down and played Diablo 2 ever since it came out. Didn't really understand the vibe of the game. That was a weird game that never ended. I'm 35 and interested. Well, with the remake, I highly recommend it. It is a wonderful game. Obviously, I have mods going, so things are not usually this chaotic or weird. But it's a very easy game to get into. Like, the learning curve is very gradual. Like, you can go all the way through normal and not have to go through like crazy builds or anything like that. Now, if you want to min-max, that is there as well with lots of grinding opportunities, but not required. Whereas a game like Path of Exile, you have to like get a PhD to understand that game at times.
Not enough mana.
But personally, I strongly believe that everyone should at least try the game. May not be for everyone, but I think it's a very fun game and offers countless hours of replayability as I die. What's the most satisfying thing about it that makes people still play it after all these years? Honestly, just the variability of it. So you don't like the one thing that draws me to Diablo 2 over, say, Diablo 3 or 4 is you can build a character with just items you find on the ground, and you don't have to do a specific build to be able to get through the game. Like, take Diablo 3 for example. You have to play whatever that season set is to be able to do end game stuff. You can do end game stuff with just whatever you find on the ground. And so I would say that's probably what the allure is for people. The fact that you're not stuck to one set, one build. Now, yes, there are builds that obviously are better than others, but it's not required to do that build. You can get through the game with any character essentially doing any build with just random stuff you find on the ground, which is wonderful. Does he benefit from that? He does not. And for me, that's probably the biggest draw, is that one aspect. Because I don't like Diablo 3, I don't like Diablo 4, and it's because like if I want to play that game and be good, I have to do whatever. Did he die? I think he did. Oh, back to town. I have to do whatever the meta is in order to play. And I don't like that. It's not my style.
Who goes there?
As I come in here and grab, one of these. Beep. Is that poleaxe? Okay. What do I have? I have nope. Ooh. It's so itchy. I want to keep scratching it, but I should. Ooh. In one level, I can use Ghost Shroud. Come on, we just need one more level on you, Wahid, and then all my mana problems go away.
I need mana.
It's a very dangerous room. I don't want to be in there. So I'm playing on hardcore, so if I die, it's permadeath. That's just... I would say that's because I've been playing this game for so long. Like, in order to keep me interested, the permadeath is kind of needed. Hold up. Am I not in the right tomb? Wait. God damn it. In what way? As far as I'm concerned, no. I don't like playing online. Also, my internet sucks, so playing online is kind of a death sentence for hardcore characters. Because if you lag, you die. that's not good. But like, you don't need to play online at all to have the full game experience. I personally am a fan of playing offline. It's been the way that I've played for years now. But the online play is actually good in this game, with one caveat. Drops are not shared. That's not the circle. That's the circle and with the thing. So if you're playing online, I recommend playing with friends, not with random people. That way, like, drops can actually be shelled out appropriately to whoever needs them, not to whoever's greedy and trying to make money. Or, you know, trade for items and such. On this character alone, about 4 hours. Maybe 5. In the 26 years I've been playing this game, thousands. Thousands. So many hours. I've been playing this game since it came out in 1999, so, and I still suck at it. Like, I'm not good at this game, but I have fun with it. I still learn new things constantly. Because a lot of the mechanics of this game are comically not explained to you. And to enjoy the game, you don't need to know them either. Like, that's the joy of it. Like, a lot of the damage formula calculations. I just learned new things about how kick works on the assassin. Had no idea how it was calculated. I just assumed it went off the boots. Nope. It goes off your strength and dexterity stats, which nothing else in the game really does for damage. So that's neat. Man, I can't believe I just full cleared the wrong tomb. Please die. Thank you. I want nothing to do with everything that's going on over there. Thanks. I feel like the other week we had a character that I was about 20 hours into and I died. And that character is just gone. Because of hardcore. And it sucks when that happens, but, you know, it's part of the joy of playing a, you know, the stakes are higher. If you're not careful, you die. That's just how it works, you know. There, he's so close.
I need mana.
My God. You're so close. I just need to hear the sound. The sound of your level. My cousin used to come to my house and install Pirate vs. D2 on my PC. Just kept playing, but never installed it. Yeah, so that was 4 years after it came out. It came out in 1999. And yeah, tons of people pirated the game. I had so many CD keys get banned because I would use hacks or bot. Don't do that. I don't know, like, one of the hacks I feel like should not have gotten you banned, but definitely did, it was called Map Hack, which just showed, you know, the map. Oh, thank God. Let there be mana.
Not enough mana.
And still not great recovery speed. But it's better than it was. How did nothing die from that?
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Fair. See, that's how that's supposed to go. I use it, everything around me dies, and all is well. And I get a bunch of mana back. Don't know what's been happening lately. that wasn't the right way. Alright, all of you just kind of go in there. Also, Wahid is now much stronger, so that helps. He does 258 to 395. That's pretty decent damage for normal. Getting to these types of games, like, did you ever play Vampire Survivors? Is that the one that I've been playing? Hold on. Vampire Survivors is the tiny 8, I would say 8-bit one that has all the monsters swarming around you, right? If so, yes, I actually have been playing that recently. There's a really fun one that's completely free. It gets a little weeby, but it's fun, and it's Hollow Cure, Save the Fans. Completely free game that is based off of Vampire Survivors. That is, I guess, follows the lore of like VTubers. I don't care about that part, but it's just a fun game and free, and they add a ton of content to it. Similar style games that would also kind of be things like Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon's really fun. I need to play that again sometime soon. Where's some other Swarm games? Because that's what I classify that as, a Swarm game. But it's also a roguelite in its own form or fashion. I've been considering streaming Vampire Survivors. I don't know. Like, do people actually watch that? I guess that's my real question. How do you phase through doors? It was closed, sir. You're not supposed to do that. Because when you phase through a door, I can't protect you. Because I can't do that. Oh, I heard a rune drop. Dear rune. It'd be so good if I could actually utilize it. Don't do it. See, that's why you say on this side of the door, let me blow everything up, and it's all good.
Not enough mana.
Oh no. And then I run out of mana, and then probably die. Watch Asmongold play it. I didn't know he played it. I mean, that checks off for Asmongold, actually. But also, he's Asmongold. Like, people watch him play anything. You know? Like, when you have one of the largest streamers, it doesn't matter what he can play. Oh no, that hurt. Like the worst game in the world, and people would watch him play it. Yeah. But I've considered streaming it some. Like, it just seems like it could be a fun game to kill a few hours. It's like a random one-off type thing. Not. So I have dedicated things I play each day of the week, Monday through Friday. So I don't think I'd ever put it as like a dedicated game, but you know, just something to turn on, play. Like Mondays are Poke Mondays, where I play a Pokemon game. We're currently working on Pokemon Crystal. After that, I will, of course, like everyone else, be playing Pokemon Legends CA. That's probably not going to be this upcoming Monday, but the one following, because I should be able to finish Pokemon Crystal on Monday. Tuesdays currently are Final Fantasy Tactics, the remake, the Evilise one, Chronicles of Evilise. Wednesdays, we just finished Lies of P and the DLC Overture, so now it's going to be Stellar Blade, because I've been wanting to play that. Thursdays are, because we just finished Silk Song, it's now Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Wisps after I finish Blind Forest, obviously, because it's a sequel. We don't want to ruin things that happen. And then
Came too late.
Fridays are Clear Obscure Expedition 33 until I finish that. Then I don't know what's going to be after that. Those are the guaranteed games, is how I want to say those. Like, those are the ones that I will be playing regardless, that I start off the day with. And then there are other games that I play as the days go on, as time goes on. Alright, so Duriel ended up not being bad, and I'm very surprised by that. Sorry, did I have a... Oh, I thought I saw something that said... Yeah, you. Get rid of you.
How do I... Good day. You have...
Damn right you're gonna let me pass. You shall not pass. I will teleport, sir. Greetings. Jaren tells me that you do things. Yes, I do.
Greetings.
Welcome to Kirast. Alright, so this can go terribly.
I've not seen...
Do I have... Oh, level 29. I thought it was level 28. Damn it. Regardless, I'm level 27. Do I not have a spirit sword already made anywhere? That's odd. Ow. It hurts. I don't believe they remade the cinematics. I believe they just did an up-res on them. I could be wrong on that, though. Like, they were just awesome from the start. Like, just thinking about the fact that the cinematics you see were made in 1999 and looked pretty much this good. Kind of astounding. Alright, time for everyone's favorite act. Yeah, these are just... I think all they did was run it through an upscale filter. That's it. These are not remade as far as I know. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna have to Google that in a moment. Make sure I'm not talking out my ass, but they look identical to 1999. Okay. Okay, no, I was wrong. Yes, Diablo 2 Resurrected Detour features completely redone remastered cinematics that were rebuilt from the ground up. The new cinematics follow the originals the original ones shot for shot, but are rendered in high definition, updating the visuals to modern standards while retaining the original voice acting, and overall feel. Okay. So I was wrong, but it's honestly not much of a difference to what it was in 1999, if you're wondering. Like, Blizzard was known for doing that, like back in when StarCraft came out and then the Warcraft games. Like, their cinematics were top notch. But that should tell you just like how good they were, that I could not tell they were remade. You have to keep in mind, when they were originally made, I want to say they were made for 800 by 600. They were made for tiny, not for 4K. Like, they probably could have just thrown it through an upscaler and been just fine. Exactly. Yeah, Warcraft 3, like, also, astounding game. I'm not a huge fan of the Warcraft series, but Warcraft 3 was excellent. I played a lot of Warcraft 3, but StarCraft and Diablo 2 were my mains back in the day. Which was a Tuesday, if anyone has ever questioned it. It's always a Tuesday. I never played Dota. So my big thing, and I need to see if there's a way to play the map on the StarCraft Remastered, were essentially MSF maps, Marine Special Forces, where you played as one Marine, and you were supposed to play with like 7 other people, or 6 other people, whoever it was, to get through just this crazy difficult map of Zerg, and you know, you had to upgrade your character, and I had so much fun just soloing those because, you know, I didn't have friends. Minor detail. No, I had friends actually back in those days that I used to play with. Some that I still talk to this day. But I need to see if I can find those maps. And especially if they're like remade for StarCraft Remastered. Oh, that would be so fun. I also used to love playing the tower defense games that people made, because those were wonderful. All right. Oh, no. We don't need to use this one. There's a waypoint. It's not the right one. If we take the armor off, we lose the 1 to all skills. Level 30, we get that. That'll be really nice. Not what we need. Oh, there's one right there. Imagine that. Okay, so I need a better amulet. It's strange that you know these custom maps are actual modern day hide. Yeah, exactly. Like, and it was all done just by people. You know, like people just created this.
Good to see you.
And yeah, just astounding. What a trap's not what I need. Let me take a look. So that gives me attack rate and dex. Don't need that. 75 life. Like 75 life is nice, but not needed. So what could I do instead? Yeah, a monold, not a bad idea. Under druid skills, not what I need. Faster cast rate. Do that. Interesting. There's probably such a name for that, the game type name for that StarCraft map. There probably is. I mean, honestly, it kind of like became an action RPG, all things considered, if you think about it. Let me find out in here. Telthal. I just need Ort rune. Okay. Because literally that's what you did. You leveled up your character to be able to get through the map. Telthal. Ort. Only had one there. Wow, I could have been using that a while back. I'm dumb. That was level 29. Yeah, that's just better all around. Very well. Like, it's sad not to use the dedicated Necromancer one, but I don't need the other stuff on there. You now speak to Ormus. 1523. Garbage. There's someone upon your channel because I searched for Diablo 2. Well, I appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully you also give it a try and you enjoy it. I said it's very easy to get into, which is one of the big things for me. Is anyone can play the game. It does not have a high barrier to entry. You don't have to learn all the mechanics. You can just go out, have fun, try it out.
Hello.
What? Guys? Alcor? Thank you. From the ashes of Culea, I've mixed for you a potion. Thank you. That's what you were supposed to do. I don't want that. Alright, what else could I put on? I've got a bunch of stuff that doesn't really help. The Littlest Wall will be good when I get there. How much strength do I have? 66. And I could put Saigons on, but I think the 6 mana after each kill is needed. We haven't gained any additional levels, unfortunately. Alright, we have much better mana, though. We also have much higher, much higher cast rate, which also really helps. At level 30, we get a new helm that gives us +2 to skills there, so that'll help. I found that. Drop one of those over there, and something died. There we go. I don't want you guys getting near me. You probably hurt. We can put a Littlest Wall on once we hit, was it 41? But we maybe can find a better shield before then. It'd be awesome if so. The funny thing about my channel is that it's not actually a streaming channel. I just also stream daily. My channel actually started off as a DIY channel and how to help teach people things. I've just kind of run out of things to do because DIY projects are insanely expensive. That's a little aspect that people don't tell you about. Like, I did a video earlier this year. Granted, it was one that was a video I needed to, or a project I needed to get done, which is how most of my videos happen. And it was building a tiltable solar array for my solar panels because I needed a new array. I was like, well, it should be tiltable because that makes it better. So I did a whole video on how to do that. Now that video has made me $6, maybe. I don't think it has that many views. Maybe $30. It's hard to say. And it cost me $3,000 to make. So people are like, "Oh, is YouTube profitable?" No, it's not. But maybe people will eventually watch that video more and it'll get more views. So it's that's the type of thing that's called evergreen content. It's always relevant. So it just slowly brings in money each month. It's just not much. But yeah, that's like the biggest departure. Like, oh well, you do this, it must have made tons of money. No. That's probably the most expensive video I've done to date. But that said, I didn't do the video to do the video. I did the video because I needed to do the project. like I've had people ask me to like make videos on certain things for them to teach them how to do something, and I'll do that. I need to remake one of the videos I did not too long ago, actually, of how to use the universal Pokemon randomizer. Got a comment from a guy who was very unhappy with what I did, and that's fair. It was not a great video. It was a quick throw together for a friend because she wanted to know how to use the universal Pokemon randomizer. You know, amazing how that works. So I didn't like go into super great detail. I just threw it together like, hey, this is what you do. And he gave some critiques that were pretty good. Like, yeah, I should probably remake that video soon in a bit. That way people can read it, all that fun stuff. Instead of just showing you like what it does. What do you do for a living? I am a retired prior IT dude, but I have a lot of DIY experience. I thought about getting my general contractor's license, but I don't really have a need for it. So, and the reason I don't have a need for it is I don't want to do that for a living. But I do have the knowledge. I can build a house from the ground up. I can do plumbing, electrical, drywall, concrete. I'm not great at finishing, but I am capable of doing it. It's something that I would need more practice doing with the ball float because it's a finesse movement thing. I don't have a whole lot of experience doing it, but I'm capable of it type thing. Obviously solar, set up, you know, the solar panels, the batteries, all that fun stuff. I can do carpentry. I don't know, you name a skill, I've probably got it. But roofing, all that fun stuff. Retired IT? Well, kind of, yeah. People still try to bring me back in. Like, I've got one client that I'm on retainer for. But overall, yeah, just retired. I'm actually going on 6 years now at this point. Retired at 30. And now I stream to share my love of gaming with people. That's all. Well, so I can give advice. The sad part is, like, what I did doesn't work as well anymore. Because, you know, like most people, I got into real estate. I bought my first house in 2014. It was a foreclosure. But you could follow the same pattern I did, but it won't work as well. So I bought my first house for $45,000 because it needed a good amount of work. And that's why it's being foreclosed on. What I would honestly recommend nowadays would be buy your primary residence so you're not just pissing money away with rent. Buy the worst house in the best neighborhood is the best way to describe it. Never go for the overpriced like model home because you'll lose your ass on it. You will not make enough. Like if you ever go to sell it, you likely won't be making a profit. Whereas if you buy the worst house in the best neighborhood, you fix it up, it's going to be worth more than what you paid. Where most of my money comes from nowadays is passive income from dividends and ETFs. So when I sold my first house, I took most of that money and I put it into covered call funds. You know, you could search the ones that you like, that you would want. This is not financial advice, obviously. It's just what I did. You do have to add the disclosure because otherwise you can lose your ass. It's fun. I do QYLD, RYLD, XYLD. They are global X ETFs. They pay about 12% a year, about 1% a month in total. And then I also have a position in QQQI and SPYI. So let's say you put $100,000 in, you're making about 10 grand a year off that. It's not bad, you know. And so I would say if you don't need the money, find a few ETFs you like, 4 or 5 of them, put money in and have the money on automatic reinvestments, DRIP. Direct reinvestment of, what does it stand for? Direct reinvestment. Anyway, reinvest dividends, dividend reinvestment program or something. Irrelevant to what it stands for. And over time, that will snowball as you get more and more stocks or more and more ETFs. That sucks. That would kind of be my recommendation. So, you know, let's say you need, I don't know, $1,500 a month for your mortgage. $1,500 a month would be about $150,000 in those ETFs, give or take a little bit, to pay your mortgage. And so what you would do is you would take any excess funds that you have, you would put into your portfolio, so that way you can start paying your bills. It also gives you a little extra security, so that way, if God forbid something ever happens to your job, you're able to rely on the money coming in from your dividends, not have to sell any of your positions, so you're still making money. You just wouldn't be reinvesting it at that point. And it's not as critical to find a new job immediately. I mean, personally, if I were to do it all over again today, that would be my solution, is to go into covered call ETFs. Create an investment portfolio and just take any excess funds I have and throw in there. One thing that a lot of people will do, and I've done in the past, is if you have bad habits that cost a pretty penny, like I will admit one of mine is right here, Starbucks. You know, that's $7 for a drink. I don't need to spend that. You know, that's a waste of money. Anytime you get a craving for it, you go, okay, instead of going to buy Starbucks, I'm going to take that $7 and put it into my portfolio and have it buy stocks. And then don't partake in that investment or in that habit. Game volume is a little high. Okay, let me turn it down. Is that any better? Also, my throat is starting to get a little tired from the second stream today. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, so certain parts of the game, it gets a little louder because of all the effects happening at once. So yeah, anytime you have a craving for something that is not something that benefits you, you take that money instead and you put it into your stocks, your dividends that you're going to be living off of eventually. That does add up very quickly because a lot of people waste money. Now, the thing is, don't go out to eat. Like, as much as that sucks, because I know a lot of people love going out to eat, don't do it. Oh, no, oh boy. There we go. You know, you figure one meal when you go out to eat is anywhere from $20 to $70, depending on where you go and how much it costs. Anytime. Like, it sucks to do, but you know, maybe reserve going out to eat and stuff. A lot of people, they'll go out and get fast food, say 3, 4, 6 times a week, which is absolutely insane. And it costs so much money. Find something that you can make at home. That's cheap and efficient. Yeah, don't live off of rice and beans. That's terrible. But like for me, I make a sandwich every day. Well, not every day. I make it once a week and then make 6 of them. Live in Mongolia and I'm in the marketing field. So I don't know how that translates because I don't know what the strength of the dollar is over there or if you can buy into US funds. Do a lot of commercials and videos for clients. Well, that's kind of neat. Hi, yes. I mean, American culture is very different than a lot of other places, so you know what works here may not work well in other places, so it's hard to say. But that was what I did. I went to covered call ETFs because those, like when I looked at them, did the research, and said, yeah, that just easily makes money. Okay. So I've got some money that comes in from covered call ETFs, some money that comes in from a rental property I still have that I'll never sell because the guy who's living there would be homeless if I did that. So I don't want to put him out. I make nothing on that property, but that's fine. I make like $20. And I've got one house that I did owner financing selling for that I get money from. That would be about the same amount as if I put it into ETFs. So, and then I have a little bit of money that comes from YouTube and Amazon and the one customer I have as my IT stuff that keeps me on retainer. So like, it's rare that I have to go out and do anything for their office, but when I do, you know, it's a whole day or 2-day event. Like as the year winds down, I'll probably have to set up new computers for them. And that's fine. Reset the office. I'd also like to redo their whole network at that point, since, you know, be out there anyway. And just revamp everything. It also makes it a little bit easier for me to manage as well. If they decide they want to go more remote with anything, I can have everything set up much easier that way because I'll have full control over it. All kind of works out. I can also set dedicated IP addresses to all their printers, so that way I know it'll never change. You know, all the fun stuff. Yeah, I was hoping I would hit a flared jungle, not the Great Marsh, but it's fine. I don't like you guys with my low lightning res, just so you know. Oh, there was a corpse there. Found it. Your lighting seems overall alright, but I would recommend to use a green screen. I don't like doing green screens. I have one, actually, and it's a complete nightmare to set up and deal with. So I'm using a virtual green screen, and it works well enough, all things considered. But yeah, it's just green screens take up so much space, and space is a commodity in this house, unfortunately. So I don't use one. I could set up a green floor for Iz back there, so that way he can be chroma keyed out as well. But the green floor, you can actually see what used to be my green floor for when I did augmented reality streaming in the background. Not to risk your videos to show your full environment. What do you mean? Oh, not to use any green screen. Sorry, I misread that. So, give me a sec. My environment is very bland. Oh, come on. Hold on 1 sec. Let me make sure I'm not going to die, because that is always a concern. All right. Are we safe? There's not a whole lot to see back here. Like, you got DDR pads, you've got a workout bench right there that has stuff on it because I need to move it. You've got my network closet with clothes that will soon not be there. There's not a whole lot to see. So, like, if I had a full stream setup to where, like, it was a nice presentable area, yeah, I probably would. But yeah, it's very bland back there. Now, I did think of actually taking this. Thank you, Ez. Everyone wanted to see my leg. I did think about taking this section of this room and enclosing it and then actually making it like a dedicated stream space, but it's not needed. The main reason I do the green screen, or the virtual green screen in this case, is so that way it takes up less screen real estate as well. That way it's not blocking things. Ow, what the hell just hurt me? I actually have 2 of the stand-up ones. One is in that corner. The other is still in its box, not sitting there. But again, like, if I put a wall, yeah, I think we're safe. I'm hoping we're safe. Filters. So, you gotta help me. You gotta help me, boy. I put a wall from right here going across. I could have it be a better space and have my lighting in the corners. But I like having the open space, so I don't do it. Come here. Come here. I love you. Something's shooting at me. Daddy's gotta get back. But yeah, let me do this with Iz's camera real quick so you can see. Turn tracking off. So we actually have, you know, one of those lights right there. And Izzy can. Lay back down, boy. Position 1, doggo. So the main reason that I have the I used to stream in the dark, like I can actually turn that off right now, you can see. It doesn't actually do a whole lot for me. Come on, adjust. It actually does now. It didn't used to. I guess I need to turn that back on. But my whole stream setup has vastly changed from when I used to stream. Yeah, I've thought about doing it. It's just, I said, I would have to change the room layout a little bit more to make it feasible. It looks way better with the contrast. See, I don't feel that it does. To me, it's very dark. It's also surprising that it's, yeah, like to me that just looks way too dark. I guess I could do this, just blind myself. Yeah, ideally it would be to have the two lights on the background there. Swamp Dweller. Yeah, I have a couple key lights. Key lights on the wrong side. That is just the most feasible spot for it. I used to do a ring light that was direct center. But now there is a laptop in the way, so I can't do direct center. Ideally, I would like to have two key lights, one on each side, but I don't have that. I only bought one when it was on sale. I actually really like this light. But like, to me, that's just very, very dark right now. I mean, it kind of matches with Diablo, mind you, with how dark Diablo is, but it tends to blend into the background a little too much.
Not enough mana.
Oh, we're almost level 30. Yeah, ideally would be to have two key lights, one on each side. That way, it doesn't, like, I don't like that. And it casts the really hard shadows right there. I guess one thing I could do is I could actually bounce it off the wall if I put a reflective wall there, but also that is so insanely bright. Oh my god. Alright, turn that back on. Hi. Are you being cute? Like, this thing actually gets ridiculous levels of brightness. Like, if I go all the way up and then turn this off. Okay, that is, like, this hurts my eyes. Lights up my whole room. Also makes me a little yellow. Not a fan of that. For the 3 lighting setup, is it 2 sides and one behind you, behind a curtain?
Not enough mana.
I haven't heard that in a while. Or you can also do side, top, and then back behind a curtain. Behind a white sheet, essentially. A lot of things dropping. We're almost level 30. All right, level 30. Let me go grab better equipment that we found over the months of playing this. I need one key light for your face, and a little dimmer one for the fill, and then another one right behind you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm familiar with that one. Nope, we have maxed out our gold. That's fine. We'll grab all that in a moment. Hold on to that one for now. Let's put all that in the stash. Two to poison and bone skills. Definitely nice to have. 48 to mana as well. Can't argue with that. And then let's do a Skin of the Viper Magi, because that's just better all around. Though I will miss the Cannot Be Frozen, unfortunately. Oh, no worries. I'm always open to people giving me more info. I appreciate it. But I'm familiar with that method. It's just not one that I've set up. I would be curious to see how well it works in regards to how I do things. Ow. God, that hurts. Alright, so now we have level 25, 10.6 yards. Nice. I think I have a 1 to poison and bone skills charm as well. Like, it's always nice to hear what other people's expertise or just preferences are. You know, we all have the way that we like to do our things, you know. So it probably wouldn't hurt to add a light behind me. It's just trying to do it all in a very limited space. Of course, we get less mana back per kill, which is not ideal, but 1 to all skills. No, we have good resistances now. At least we got that. But mana is still a surprising issue for me. Usually once you have a mercenary using an insight staff, mana is not an issue. That way too high. I actually used to use a mirrorless camera for my stream camera, but then I realized, like, nope, that's totally not needed. Would be better for that type of lighting scenario, mind you, just because of the wider dynamic range that it has, but I actually just sold that camera the other day, so I don't have it anymore. So now I use an Insta360 link, and it's pretty wonderful. It just works out well. It's small form factor, small profile. Can't argue with that. Like, I'm trying to simplify everything, and I feel like I fail at that. I just make it more difficult as time goes on. Grab that tier rune. Most people don't understand anything about cameras. Flying's good, then the cameras don't really matter. So I also have a real estate photography business. So I do actually understand lighting to an extent. You know, obviously real estate photography lighting compared to portrait photography lighting is vastly different. But that is one thing that I actually do know quite well, is that side of it. Here's one I made using my lighting and cinematography. It should let you post link. Hopefully it does. Pretty sure I don't have that disabled. Don't like them running out of mana now, but you know, I could use the Stone of Jordan. One to all skills. Generate mana 20%. Gonna feel really bad when I lose this. When I die. But we're gonna use it. No, you're fine to do so. As long as it lets you. I don't know if YouTube will block it. I think YouTube auto blocked it because I got nothing.
Yes.
11 yards. Like, it didn't even pop up as a, like, hey, do you want to allow this? And I don't have links disabled either, as far as I know. However, if you want to share it in Discord, if you do exclamation Discord, it will give you the link for it. You can always post it in there, and I can definitely see it. See, I would expect if it's a YouTube link for it to be like, yeah, that's totally fine to post. That's our own thing, you know? But YouTube is weird about their censorship. I'd prefer if they gave me full granular control, but they don't. Need to find a better... Whoop, whoop. Clicking the wrong things. Or if you're clicking out of the window on me. Still haven't found the spider fort, or the flare jungle. I would like to find that. Gotta get to work. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, man, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And thanks for the advice. Alright, well, we just made a giant loop, so that's not where I needed to be. If I could find another Stone of Jordan, that'd be awesome. Just saying. Have all the mana issues taken care of. 7:51 a.m.? Oh, so you're 13 hours ahead of me. Because it's 6:52 p.m. here. So. Well, Exploded Boy's doing all the explodings. I typically stream when it's nighttime for you. I usually start at 8 a.m., so like 9 p.m. for you. We'll be live tomorrow morning with Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Thoroughly enjoying that, trying to get a better build for my characters now. Definitely need it. It'd be real great if I could find that flare jungle. That's all I'm saying, man. I am thoroughly amazed at how well this is actually working for me. I don't believe I'll be able to like get through Nightmare, but probably get quite a ways. I think I'll be able to beat normal. Also, when I die and lose my SOJ, I may resurrect this character and take it back. Like, I don't want to lose that. It's so rare to find those. It's my only one I found in years. I don't know. There we go, Flare Jungle. Look at all the flares coming out to try and kill me. Ooze Vex the Strong. Yeah, I need that. Thank you. You know what would be really fun to do? To remake like Aki rings, its swords, and all that, and see how it does in version 1.10. Because those were 1.07 things. So I wonder how well they would do nowadays. Could be worth a try. I mean, I know the Aki rings would be amazing. Was it 2 to all skills or 3 to all skills? Like, ridiculous. Yellow. I don't want to be yellow. What does blue mean? This would be olive. Ooh, that is a lot of there. Alright, one died, so now they all die. Yeah, boy. Whoop. Just like that. We win. Wien. Alright, all of you. Go away. Need to find where it exits. Get rid of him. How much is... Let that just kind of fall around. The issue is it doesn't pierce. It only hits one. But it'd be good for bosses, obviously. When I go to fight Mephisto. Assuming I get to him. I'm amazed that at Players 1, I'm still level 30 in Act 3. But, I mean, when you have to kill everything, wow. Kind of helps. We just need the one corpse. There we go. Perfect. We're getting a lot of F runes, that's for sure. Nope, accident. I tapped R. Nope, get rid of the Soul Killer Shaman. Don't need him. I just want the Grand Charm. Thank you. Ooh, they hit me. Ow. I assume fire? Yeah, because it's my only resistance that's not maxed out. Checks out. I feel like I should be using Bone Spear most of the time. I would like that, thank you. I'm so glad I grabbed the damn shrine, you jerk. The second I grabbed it. Rude. Been going for 2 hours, not too bad. Made it through all of Act 2. We're not even halfway through Act 3, but, you know, we're getting there. It's not been a good Act 3. Probably grab some of these circlets and like enchant them, but honestly we've got a pretty good one, all things considered. Just be nice if I had a tier rune to toss in or something. But, you know, minor detail. Get rid of the shaman. Nope. Stone Grumble, you don't need to hit me. Thank you. Grab that. Because we could get a really good Unraveler head. Probably won't, but we could. You see, sorry for suddenly disappear. Take care, dude. Well, appreciate you stopping in. You have a good day, man. And we did not. But, you know, no surprise. It's rare for me to get, you know, good items, so. Let's do it that way. Now, all of you die. Get rid of that one over there. That way he's not hurting me. Nice thing about this is there are so many things dying that I get all my mana back instantly. The joys of the Flare jungle, right? I just do what? There are so many things, I miss all of them. Explain that to me. Come on, man. So many. After this stream, I need to do a little bit of work outside since the weather's now cooling down. You know, it's supposed to be like really nice weather. And I mean, yes, it's beautiful sunny weather, but oh my God, is it hot still out? Like, I need to finish up the coop, but I just don't want to work outside because it's so miserably hot. Like, it was 90 degrees yesterday and today. In October. Not okay. Do not approve. So, like, I'm trying to get the coop finished up, but I just don't want to be outside for any longer than I have to. Now, next week is supposed to be highs in, like, the mid-70s, which would be beautiful. I'm looking forward to that. Like, that should be perfect weather to get more work done. But technically next Thursday, the chicks will be fine to fully be outside. Though, honestly, I think they'd be fine in their coop as it is. Especially with how warm it is. So once I have the coop done and safe for them, I'll be moving them out there. Alright, so I haven't found any exits on the Flare jungle. Alright, one of you had to get hit. There you go. I like how once I have one corpse, I can just kind of like explode around and just kill everything around me. Those who suggested corpse explosion necro, I appreciate you guys. You had a good call. For sure. It's pretty fun. Late game, I'll know, but normal. I like it. I mean, it takes a ton of mana, but that's a minor detail. Yeah. This doesn't look like the right one either. Get the bone armor back up. No, come on. That's two. Let's see. Nope, is abandoning us. Doesn't love us no more. Oh, you do love me? Thank you. You're adorable. Yeah. Got stuff in your eye. We had to get it out. Here. We will save you. Everything blows up now. I love that I can just like cast it from all the way across the map and just take them all out. So it helps me keep my distance, which definitely is needed. Because I am quite fragile. Like, we definitely need Wahid's help here to stay alive. Nope, we don't need you to exist. Tell you one thing, I can feel my my middle finger, the amount of clicking I'm doing. It's quite a bit. I think my finger may actually end up being sore after this. Here. All of you aggro towards the bone wall. That's how you do it, boyo. You just get towards that and we're good to go. Maybe after I finish Ori and the Blind Forest, I'll do the Witch and the 100 Nights series. That could be a fun one. Fortunately, it does require me to bust out the PS4, which I've been trying to avoid doing, but just because it kind of sucks to set up. Alright, this should be the one. This is the good bin over here. Yes, there it is. I believe it's over there. The kid bin! Alright, we got it.
Powerful weapon. Perhaps Ormus can tell me more about it.
Really? From teeth, bone spirit, and bone armor. Interesting. You realize bone armor was part of it. That's kind of nice. Gives you reason to increase bone armor. Which would be kind of nice because it does not heal. It does not save me much right now. 110. Does bone armor have any synergies? Weaken Iron Maiden. No. Probably won't do that one, but. Alright, give me one quick moment for a restroom break. BRB. And we're back. Never gone for too long. Alright. Thankfully, he didn't find anything to piss everyone off with, so it wasn't an issue. It was a slight concern. Like, if I had heard things happening, I mean, I don't think there's much I could have done, because I was, you know, in the middle of using the restroom, but it would have been bad. I would have just hoped that he could have kept us alive long enough for me to get back. Probably up this way. Nope, don't want anything near me. Thank you, though. All of you, go! Get in there, Wahid. Yeah, like we're not getting much experience, but because we're just killing so much stuff, we're leveling still. Like that's the joys of 100x density. I'm sorry, you're on the wrong side of it. Also, crap. Gotta wait for it to go away now. All right, it was a good idea. It's backfired slightly, but it was a good idea. How long does it last for? 24 seconds. Noted. That's a large map. Jeez. I feel one of Iz's hairs on my hand. Felt weird. Oh, shit. Nope. I wonder if I should start pumping points into bone armor instead. That might not be a bad idea. That way I have a little bit more, Okay, that's amazing. A little bit more protection. A lot of things hide over there, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll just keep our distance. It's fine. Not a big deal. Take the charms. I didn't even hear those drop, but it's a lot of dolls in here. Not a fan of those.
I am overburdened.
Picked up a lot of stuff so far. Checks out. Dolls are terrifying, but if I can just keep them away, we're good. I know there's things up there, so. Alright, that brings them all in. That works well. Really pisses them off when there's a bone wall in there. No, nothing. That must be the exit then. Hi, all of you. Alright, that wasn't the right way, but let's go this way. Damn. It's not the room within Dugu, so it's not the right room. This would be one of those nice times to have a teleport staff, and I just don't have one. This room? Yep, there he is. Hey, Ndugu. Kalim's brain. Is there a simple way back here? It does not look like it. Yeah, teleport staff just whoop right over. It'd be great. I don't have one. Blow you all up. Don't worry, blowing up is good for you. Isn't that right? Ah. It's always nice when you can like full clear a whole floor so you can just run back without any concerns. Got my new belt sander today, which I've been waiting for. Unfortunately, I don't have any belts for it because I didn't realize that the ones I have are 3x18s, and it takes 3x21s. Like, well, wait one more day because I gotta buy those to have those come in. But there's one thing I've learned about like sandpaper and sanding belts, things like that. Buy it online. So it was like 21 bucks, or no, 17 bucks for 21 belts of varying sizes, you know. Whereas if I buy it from Home Depot for 2 belts, it's the same price. So no, no, we buy them from Amazon. Get a bunch of different grits. That way I can have, you know, higher grades of finishing for cheaper. Kind of ridiculous how expensive stuff is in stores now. I don't understand why no one wants to buy stuff in a store anymore. Well, when Amazon can get it to you for a fifth the price, it's a pretty good reason not to go there anymore. No one's dead? Thank you. Like, there's gotta be at least one somewhere around here. One corpse. Wasp bites are starting to really itch. Not a fan. Don't say that. Kill more things. Get more mana. That's nice when that happens. Just watch them all just whoa, immediately. Instant death. Because it's amazing how much damage Corpse Explosion does in this game. It's totally not fair, actually. Especially with the 100X NC, like, I just always have corpses. It's kind of nice. I've never actually done a Corpse Explosion Necro, so this is all new to me. But I have to say, it works pretty damn well. Oh, one corpse? Bunch of corpses. Can't just have one. No, no. I was hoping to find the waypoint before I went into the sewers, but it's not looking like I'm having much luck there. Because sometimes the game crashes in the sewers, and that's a pretty big issue. Because I really don't want to have to run all the way back. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So hopefully the game will save here, and just to kind of encourage it to, we'll identify everything and sell it all. You have done well. Garbage. Alright, we found a whole bunch of garbage. Man. Curses. Summoning. Not the ones I need. Alright. Level 32. Was there anything that I wanted to grab? Lidless is 41, I said? Yeah. 5 to mana after each kill. Well, I don't even lose much than that. Damn, that'll be nice. I don't really know what else I would put on for equipment at this point. Like, just keep working on it. Like, we're doing pretty well, all things considered. We have 6 to all skills. Well, all skills that matter. The only other thing that'd be kind of nice to grab would be over in Curses, way down here at Decrepify, but I don't really want to allocate the skill points to it yet. That way, nothing could actually hit me at that point. Imagine Decrepify with, like, Holy Freeze. Bad day. Just not moving at all.
Not enough mana.
Alright, potion time, I guess. I'm sure in dueling, Decrepify and Holy Freeze is a strat, which is just, like, that's just nasty when you think about it. You're slowing them down to just a crawl. Don't worry, Wahid, we got you, bud. Need to find the sewers. Those thrashers have a lot of health, that's for sure. Perfect. We'll just do that real quick. Need to adjust the loot filter after this as well. Get rid of all the potions I don't need dropping. Wish I could just set it to supers only, but supers don't drop until Act 5, so I just have to deal with them for now. After that. Alright, get rid of all of you. Better belt would be nice. You know, Arachnid's Mesh. But that, it's obviously not happening. Alright, we need a sewer entrance at some point. Ah. Perfect. Just like that. Take all of you out. Like, if I Corpse Explode the Thrashers, that does a ton of damage with how much HP they have. Players 256. Oh, you're funny. We would be very dead. Though that is a mod. I wonder what character could actually handle Players 256 effectively. What character do you think would even be able to survive that? There, we got the sewers. Please don't crash. That's a lot of dolls in here. Not a fan of it. God. So many dolls in here. Jeez. Stop that. No, that is a lot. There. God. And there it goes. That's what I expected. Could have adjusted the loot filter then, but it takes like 3 minutes. All right, now we have to make it back there. That's the downside. Like when something like that happens, it just takes so long to break all the corpses, or to kill all the enemies just to get back there, because you can't just run through things. Hopefully now we won't have as many dolls. That would be nice. Get rid of all of you. Well, he is just kind of stuck over there, which is not ideal. Just gonna put that out there because I lose my insight aura. My what was it? Meditation. That's right. I should give him better gear. He has like nothing right now. Poor Wahid. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what character would even be able to do Players 256 effectively. Like, that's just so much health and damage. Hey, you're finally back. Welcome back, buddy. Appreciate you finally stopping in to help. Rid of you. Get rid of all of them, because they could potentially become an issue. Didn't give me any of the map. Oh, there's still plenty of dolls. Great. There they all are. I have to say, Boneball is great at really pissing them off. Credit where credit's due, I guess. Go. Ooh, nice. Okay, it's right here. Let's get rid of you before you guys somehow become an issue for me. Oh, shit. Nope. 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 Bad day. Bad day. Don't run in there, apparently. That was so much right there. Not a fan of that at all. It's good to know that it's right there. That's nice and close. No, I want nothing to do with any of this area, actually. That's weird. Hey, another waypoint. Nice. For whatever reason, I really struggle to find the waypoints in this area. Always have. I feel like I shouldn't, but, you know. Yeah, Kuros, nice. Keep the explosions going. That's right. Yeah, boy. Oh, hey, level 33. All right, well, he's still alive. Just had to make sure. I heard a death sound. I didn't know what it was. There's too much happening right now for me to know what's going on. Know who dies and when. You know, I could take a lidless shield, put a socket in it, and then put a tier in it. That's an option. Then I get even more mana per kill. Nice Bomberman? Exactly. I do want to play the Bomberman series soon. I need to get all the games together and go through. I think it's what, 6 Bomberman games? I think it's 6. But I want to play through all of them again. It's been a very long time since I have, and I thoroughly love those games, so. Now let's make our way to Travancore. I guess I could also play like Bomberman 64 as well, and then do the other Bomberman game that I never actually played for the N64. But those just weren't quite as fun as like the original 2D ones, sadly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed Bomberman 64. It's just, I enjoyed the originals more. Just something about them, they were more simplistic, more fun. Just more fun. That's all. The Kuros Causeway. Yep, take out everything on the Kuros Causeway so that way it doesn't take me out. Perfect. 11.6 yards now. Also now costs more. Alright, and that's how I've lost a couple of characters. I've gotten stuck in here. Just getting bombarded by everyone. Get rid of the, wherever you are, the Hierophant. Oop, clicked out of the screen again. Let's get rid of Ash Feast the Impaler. You don't need to be healing, sir. I do not approve of your healing. I mean, Trev may actually still be a slight issue, but hopefully they won't be too bad to take out. So ideally I want... Oh, nope, nope. I regret my life choices. I'd like to get them out of there first. That way they all take some explosions here. There's one council member. Yeah, get rid of all of you jerks. They're kind of causing me some issues. There's stuff in there and it's dying. That's all I know. All right, and just like that, they all blow up. All right, making our way to Mephisto now. Nice. Hopefully, we can do so. If we get good, you know, good luck in here. I've had some terrible turns of hate maps lately. You know what? This is fine. We may not be able to get past, but we don't really need to. Just let them all kind of be over there. Got 17 seconds of peace is what we have.
Not enough mana.
Well, let's fix that. I would really like for you to have plenty of mana right now, specifically, when there are dolls coming at us. You know, the most terrifying thing in this game for me. I hate them so much. Yeah, well, he's fine. He's got this. He's a tank, bro. Maybe we should rename him to Abrams.
I need mana.
Chug some potions. You got plenty of them. All around you. A lot of bloodlords, too.
Not enough mana.
Still so many dolls running from everywhere. Here, have a wall, aggro everything in a 10-mile radius, apparently. Help. Give me a corpse. I need something to blow up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Here are the Maulers, the Dark Lords. you. There. That's right. Stand next to all the other corpses, and then we will take you out quickly and easily. Now I kind of regret what I just did. That was terrible. Hey, we found the exits, so let's GTFO. Wow, that lasted 2 seconds. That did not last very long at all. Jeez. This way, take everything out over there. Okay.
I need mana.
Have you considered not needing mana? That'd be actually preferred right now. By a large margin. What's that, level 34? Nice.
Not enough mana.
Okay, really don't like being amped with dolls around. Alright, come on, where's the waypoint in level 3? Well, I regret that immensely. Could have ended very poorly doing that. It's always the most stress-inducing part, going through the journeys of hate. Extra fast. Lovely. Just what I want on dolls. Please die. I need those. Thank you. All right. Just gotta find level 3 and the waypoint. There we go. Perfect. Take out all of you. Got another Ral rune. We'll grab that. Like, There's a lot of bigger enemies that take multiple hits to kill. It's kind of eating into my my mana here a lot.
I need mana.
Case in point. Nope. Got a lot of corpses right there. That works out perfectly. Journeys of Fate is always the most nerve-wracking part of any run. Even better. Waypoint? No, okay, so we found level 3. So waypoint must be... over here? If so, that's awesome. Nice. Am I late? Teeny tiny bit. We're assuming I beat Mephisto. That will be the end of the stream. Been going for about 3 hours. We have managed not to die, so that is a definite bonus. So nerve-wracking going through this. Of course, dolls in level 3 as well. Why wouldn't there be? I don't. Does that help with corpse explosion? I mean, I assume it probably does, but... a ton? Oh, well, then I should probably grab that. Crap. And Wahid's dead, which means we need to go revive him. It's just hard to swap between everything I'm trying to cast, you know?
Yes.
Minus 100% enemy physical resistance. Checks out. And damage taken 100%. Yeah, that's what I expected. He's probably about to die again. I'd like for him not to die, actually. Alright, and Mephisto was not an issue. Yay! Oh, they are an issue, though. Run! Run away. Yeah, I need a lot more levels on it. Oh, we can work on that next time. Alright, but that is where I need to call it quits for now. Next time we stream, we will... or next time we play Diablo 2, we will work on Acts 4 and 5. Bunch of garbage, jeez. Also, by the way, if you spam Bone Prison or Bone Wall, I've It seems to aggro them to me more so currently, but it pulls everything on the screen, or even off the screen, into my general direction. Yeah, well, we're gonna call it there for this stream. So we'll be back tomorrow morning with Clear Obscure 33. So as always, if you guys like the content I'm putting out, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all new content that comes out. And until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and or night. Bye-bye.